Welcome to the Smoky Stag Cocktail Smoker instructional video. Today we are going to be showing you how to use both our cocktail smoker kit as well as the proper techniques for using, refueling and troubleshooting your torch, in just a few simple steps. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open your kit and grab your torch. Then you're going to want to fill up your torch with butane gas. Make sure to use butane gas with a long nozzle that has a tip that looks like the one shown here. To fill up your torch with butane, turn the torch upside down and press the butane into the fill valve for about 3 seconds a couple times or until a little bit of butane leaks out. Any longer than this there is a chance you could overfill it. However, if the flame is still too small, try filling it again for another 3 seconds and that should do the trick. Then let the torch sit for a minute or two so the gas can settle. Note that butane is sold separately and can be found at your local grocery or convenience store. Some bigger name stores that sell butane are both Target and Walmart, and it is relatively inexpensive. If your torch still won't ignite after a few tries, don't worry. Try turning the torch over and lift up the small handle by the inflammation hole. You will also see a plus sign and a minus sign by the handle. Turn it to the side with the plus sign to give the torch more gas. This is the flame adjustment valve and can increase and decrease your flame size. Press the ignition button on the back of your torch at the same time while pressing the lock-off switch to keep the flame on without holding the button. To turn the flame off, move the lock-off switch back to off to turn the flame off. There are 3 ways you can choose to smoke your drink. You can smoke the glass first before adding the liquid. If you do this, we recommend adding ice so the smoke's natural oils coat the cold surface of the glass. This helps the smoky flavor infuse every sip from start to finish. The second way is to smoke it after you pour the drink, which creates a thin layer of smoke oil on top. This gives you a bold smoky flavor at first that gradually fades as you drink. And lastly, you can combine both methods, smoke the glass first and then the finished drink, to maximize the depth and aroma of that smoky flavor. Now put the smoker top on your glass and add about 1 to 2 pinches of wood chips into the smoker top. When lighting your wood chips, turn on the torch away from your drink. Then point it directly down about 2 to 3 inches above the wood chips. If your flame turns off, it is because of the torch's built-in safety feature that turns off if it senses a flame come back up into the torch. If this happens, take your finger off the torch trigger to avoid butane spilling into your drink. Adjust your flame by lowering the size of your torch and try again. Once your glass is filled with smoke, you can let it sit. For beginners, we recommend to start with torching the wood chips for about 4 to 5 seconds and see from there if you like more or less. Let the smoke sit for about 30 seconds to a minute with the top of the smoker top on to keep the smoke enclosed. The longer you let the smoke linger, the stronger the smoky flavor will be. When finished with the smoker, you can either let the ashes cool off in the smoker and then throw them in your trash can, or you can just dump them in the sink and pour water over them. To clean your smoker top, use the cleaning brush to scrape out the remaining ashes. This will extend the life of your kit. And that's it. Your cocktail is now infused with bold smoky flavor that looks and tastes amazing. The Smoky Stag Kit. Simple, stylish and guaranteed to impress.